What's good, campers? It's your boy Killer Beezy. Welcome back to Alliance Wars episode 21. 21? And we are up against SG Cartels. I don't even know what their little symbol thing stands for, so I'm not even going to try and attempt to make out what it is. So as you can see, so right now we're going up against Magic, a 4-star Magic with the big boy Black Panther, the big Wakandian king. I am mean. So I feel like in this fight, I feel like I should have been a bit more aggressive. I feel like I was focusing too much on trying not to activate Magic's limbo. I was trying to think, oh, let me parry her and then I can attack her to get her over her special one, and rather than just going in. I don't really know whether, I don't know what the best strategy is to use really when you're using Black Panther. You know, do you just attack her as normal and just make the bleed just shred through the limbo, or you know, do you still play it smart like you would with others and kind of not really go in too much on the limbo? You know, like what kind of strategy do you guys use? Like for you guys that have a rank 4 Black Panther 5-star and you've got deep wounds maxed and whatnot, let me know what strategy you guys use for when you're fighting Magics. Do you just go all out and just play really aggressive, or do you try and play it smart and try and minimize your chances of activating limbo? Like, let me know what you guys do. But so as you can see, so we've taken quite a bit of damage, more damage than I would have liked to have. I would have liked to have finished this fight with only taken about a quarter damage at max, and at the moment, as you can see, we've taken just over half of our health as damage, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest with you, because I wanted to try and use my Black Panther in more fights. But as you can see here, so the second fight we come across Spider-Man. Now this is one of the reasons why I said I wanted Science Detect and Mystic Detect, because for those two first fights, straight away you would have noticed that we would have been prepared. So I would have known that, okay, the first fight, Mystic Champ, what's the likelihood of them having Mystic Dispersion? Okay, I can go in with Vision and try and drain, power drain them, or I can go in with Cap and just hit hard and hopefully wrap up the fight quite quickly. So and then obviously here I would have gone in with Black Panther. Now, at the time of me actually recording this video, I have those two masteries now. So in future wars, I think the next war video that I'm about to put out after this one, I only had Science Detect, and then I got Mystic Detect coming towards the end of that war. So not for the next war video, but the war after, you will see that I've got those two masteries. So hopefully that should help us a little bit on our path. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to play a bit smart with Spider-Man, and I'm trying to be a bit more patient. One of the things that I've kind of said to myself is, I remember one of my boys saying to me a while ago, look, each fight that you have is 3 minutes, man. 3 minutes is a long time for a fight, yeah? And you just got to be patient. And I find that in my fights, a lot of the time I try to rush and, you know, try and get it over with as quickly as possible. And I decided not to do that in this fight. In this fight, I decided to just, you know, play it smart, play the long game, parry, do a damage bit by bit by bit, and try and minimize the damage that I take. And as you can see, we managed to do a fairly good job. Well, in my opinion, for my skill level, I think we managed to do quite a good job against Spider-Man. So here we go up against Magic again, and we're just gonna try and power drain her as much as we can. Unfortunately, the L1 special took her over her L1 special bar before it drained her power, so she got limbo. There. So yeah, man, it's obviously we're gonna have a fairly, Magic should be a fairly easy fight. Besides taking damage from limbo, we shouldn't really take any damage from her actual hits itself. So as you can see, so we managed to take down Magic, and we're onto the mini boss without any deaths, which is good. So that's ideally where we want to be. We want to be able to take the middle, no deaths, and then obviously come up against the mini boss. Now, I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get to test out this experience against Juggernaut with a more or less fully healthed Black Panther, which I'm hoping I can do in future wars. So obviously right now it's just about trying to do as much damage as we possibly can, and if this guy has got MD max, just trying obviously not to feed this guy his specials too much. So as you can see, we're not doing too bad, but we slip up a bit there with the parry, take damage that we shouldn't have taken, and we should have done a lot better there. But I think it's doable, man. I think it's definitely doable. One of my boys, G Dubs in our alliance, I know he can solo mini boss Juggernaut with his Black Panther. So I can see that. If we didn't mess up with the parry and you know, our Juggernaut, our Black Panther had a bit more health, I can see where he's coming from. Unfortunately, obviously, here as well, one thing we got to note is obviously we've got that power drain. So every time that circle kind of gets empty, our power gets drained. So we've got to make the most of our special ones or special twos, whatever comes before obviously that thing expires. We've got to make sure that we use them as much as possible, because that's one thing I realized, that I don't use the special attacks because I'm saving them, and then by the time I go to use them, my power's been drained, and then, you know, that's extra damage that we could have had on the enemy that we no longer have. So we obviously go to draw for man like World War II Captain America, and try and again do as much damage as we possibly can. I could have carried on hitting him because the unstoppable ran out, but yeah, man, it's looking fairly good. I've never been in a position where I've taken off half of the mini boss's health, so to me this is good at the moment. Obviously someone with a bit more skill than me could have probably soloed this mini boss with the champs that I had and the health that I had them at. So obviously I'm just trying to do as much damage as we possibly can, and right now you're probably thinking, why didn't he just hit me with stun? I'm trying not to, as I said, I'm trying to learn from my mistakes, so excuse the Twitter notification. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying not to think, oh yeah, let me just hit them until they're just before their special 3 and then wait, because whenever I do that against a Mystic champ, I evade and then I give them their special because of Mystic Dispersion, and then they do their level 3 special on me and I'm dead. So again, it's just about me trying to fight smart. Now as you can see now, unfortunately, Juggernaut has backed me up into a corner. Like, I am his BITCH right now, and obviously I'm trying to do whatever I can to get out of the corner, but boy, it's a rough life, man. I'm panicking and I'm just thinking no. As you can see, I managed to evade those 2 attacks and I'm thinking no, but what I don't understand there is I was blocking. If you rewind the video, I was blocking. Yeah, I was blocking. He hit me with 2 hits, I blocked them, then his 3rd hit just all of a sudden hit me, and he finished off the combo and just destroyed me on the corner. So we managed to take down half his health, which I was happy with. But as you can see here, we managed to win the war anyway. Big shout out to the Renegade man them. Shout out to the SG Cartels. Best of luck in you guys' next war. So let's head over to the MVP. So MVP number 1, man like the Key. Big shout out to you, bro. Well done, congratulations for taking the number 1 spot. MVP number 2, man like Brutus again. What's going on, Brutus? Brutus is trying to be in there every week, you know. And MVP number 3, man like Flash. Big shout outs to you 3 guys putting in their work. You 3 putting in their work, man. So big shout outs to you 3 guys. Big shout out to the Renegade Alliance overall. Big boy team effort from everybody, and you know, a big boy win. Secured those shards, and yeah, man, let's keep up the good work, man. Thank you guys for watching the video, man. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It's been your boy Killer Beezy, Camp E.n.t, game to entertain, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.